What's up? What's up, everyone? It is the Profit Report with AB and Steve. My boy AB is out today, so I'm covering as part of the restaurant week. And today we got a new company for us to review. And this company is one of my favorites. I usually go there when I get a chance. Drum roll. Prrrr. It's Texas Roadhouse, guys. And when I was thinking about what companies to pick as part of the restaurant week, right? We covered a lot of companies this week. We covered Cracker Barrel, we covered Wingstop, we covered Kava, we covered Dave and Buster's, and I was like, today, I was like, what company should I cover? And I was like, let me just do a Google search, and that's what I did. I was like, top restaurants by market cap, and to my surprise, so we look at the top, McDonald's, Chipotle, which covered Yum Brands we didn't cover. Um, and then look, right in the mix of it, Texas Roadhouse. I was like, wow, I didn't know Texas Roadhouse was that big. And that's the reason I picked it. So Texas Roadhouse is the company that we're going to be covering today. We're going to be looking at their financial statement, look at their stock, learn more about their business, how they doing, and hopefully at the end of it, you are more educated about Texas Roadhouse. And if you like their food, now you know their business side as well. And that's what we're going to do today. And before we start, Texas Roadhouse, currently their stock is trading at 172 bucks. PE ratio 26, not expensive. Earning per share looks good. So right off the bat, I'm like, this company is not that bad. I'm like, okay, all right, Texas Roadhouse is doing okay. Just looking at their stock on Yahoo Finance, I'm like, okay, this looks interesting. They also have a dividend as well. So today we're gonna look at Texas Roadhouse, see what's up with them. Go into their website first. Their website is kind of weak, to be honest. Like the image is not that clear. Um, Menu options are a little bit big. So the website is kind of so-so. But that's not what we're here for. We're not here for the website, but I like to look at the website, because I think it's part of the overall business. You look at how their website looks, how their financials look, how the leadership, etc. It's all part of the business review. But yeah, website, nah, it's not that great. I think they could use some work on that. But before we dive into the annual statement, let's talk about how did they become who they are? How did they start? So Texas Roadhouse, inception, key milestones, and interesting facts. Let's AI help us in doing that research. Okay. So the first Texas Roadhouse opened in 1993 in Clarksville, Indiana. I'm surprised it was not started in Texas, considering it is Texas Roadhouse. Founded by Kent Taylor, who famously sketched his initial restaurant concept on a cocktail napkin. The chain has grown from this humble beginning to become a dominant force in the casual dining segment, even surpassing Olive Garden in 2025 as the largest casual dining chain in the United States. Wow. And Olive Garden, we did cover this week. It's part of this bigger restaurant brand called Darden Restaurants, which has Olive Garden Longhorn as part of its portfolio amongst other restaurants. But Olive Garden for Darden Restaurant was the best performing restaurant in their portfolio. So having Texas Roadhouse even surpassing Olive Garden means that from a revenue standpoint, they are doing well and people are heading to Texas Roadhouse, it seems. All right, founder and vision. Ken Taylor drew his inspiration from traditional lively roadhouse in Texas. After facing numerous rejections from investors, he successfully secured funding from three cardiologists for his initial 300,000 venture. That's incredible. The original concept focused on providing fresh, high quality, hand cut steaks in a relaxed, friendly, and affordable setting. The napkin, the cocktail napkin, the legendary first design for the restaurant was scrawled on a cocktail napkin featuring notes like brick bar, peanuts, and celeb picture. This napkin is now priced as a prized possession of the company. Incredible. The first Texas Roadhouse opens in Clarksville, Indiana in 1993. Then they raised 5 million in 1997, 4 years later, in a private placement primarily from employees. Then by 1999, 6 years later, they expanded to 67 restaurants. So they were expanding over 10 restaurants per year for them to get to that. That's a rapid expansion. Three of the first five locations failed due to poor site selection. In 2004, the company completes its initial public offering on NASDAQ under the ticker symbol TXRH, raising approximately 159 million to fuel national expansion. So that's the first time they became uh, available to the public where you'd be able to purchase their stock. So 9 years after they started. In 2011, Texas Roadhouse begins its international expansion, opening its first restaurant in Dubai. Wow. 2020, in a show of dedication to his staff during the COVID-19 pandemic, founder Ken Taylor forfeits his salary to help support hourly workers. Man, what a great sense of leadership. I mean, we've covered a lot of companies because we go live every day, guys, and we cover all publicly traded companies. This week is Restaurant Week, but we have covered a whole bunch of companies, whether it's electronics, whether it's cruise ships, different types, and we've seen where leadership in troubled times where they're still getting paid millions of dollars. However, you look at a company like Texas Roadhouse, for the guy to forfeit his salary to support his hourly workers, that's amazing. We haven't seen that. So that's pretty incredible. I don't know much about this guy, the founder, but we got to look him up. In 2021, oh, Ken Taylor tragically passes away. Come on, a year later. Oh, man. And then Jerry Morgan is appointed CEO, taking on the responsibility of preserving the company's unique culture. In 2023, the company reports a record 4.63 billion in full-year revenue, proving the brand's resilience and appeal. In 2025, Texas Roadhouse officially becomes the largest casual dining restaurant chain in the US based on sales. Interesting facts: location. Despite its name, the first Texas Roadhouse was Indiana, and its headquarters are in Louisville, Kentucky. Man, they really just bamboozled us with the name. I really would have thought that it started in Texas. Willie's Corner, country music legend Willie Nelson and founder Ken Taylor were longtime friends who bonded over poker. The friendship is celebrated in a dedicated Willie's Corner in every restaurant, filled with memorabilia. The loudest restaurant in 2012, Consumer Reports named Texas Roadhouse the loudest restaurant in America. Wow. In response, Taylor celebrated the lively, energetic atmosphere rather than viewing it as a negative. Hand-cut steaks, the made-from-scratch philosophy is a core tenet of the business. Each restaurant employs its own butcher. Dang, okay. and the steaks are hand cut in a 34-degree cooler. The company hosts a national meat cutters challenge to find the best butchers. Dang, so they have a meat cutters challenge? Really? Man, I'm telling you, you learn so much when you review these companies. There's like these little things that exist in the world where if you're not looking at it, you wouldn't know how it exists. Look at this. The National Meat Cutters Challenge is an annual event hosted by Texas Roadhouse to recognize the skills of their meat cutters, where butchers compete to cut steaks to precise specification for a chance to win cash prizes and the title of Meat Cutter of the Year. Competitors are judged on the quality, consistency, and yield of their cuts. This is incredible. They have multiple rounds. And then the actual grand prize winner gets $25,000 and is named Meat Cutter of the Year. Yo, that is incredible. So let's see, who is the Meat Cutter of the Year? Let's see. We're kind of veering off, but I am curious about this National Meat Cutter winner. Let's see the winners. Let's look at some of these images. Guys, we're covering Texas Roadhouse today. Appreciate you joining on a Saturday. Look at this. Oh, they're saying this. So who's the actual winner? Winner 2024. Let's see. I wonder if, like, within the meat cutting, I guess, industry, if this is something that people look forward to and competing in. Like, does your local butcher know about this? You guys got to ask. If you go to your butcher, if you go to your grocery store, please ask if they are aware of this. What is this? Let's see. All right, is this guy the winner? To the finals. They're talking about people that advanced. Who's the actual winner? Was Jorge named the results were, but Jorge from the competed has not been officially named. All right, so let's look at 2023. Who was the winner then? Daniel Rivera was the winner in 2023. So this guy, look at these. How many people are competing in there? Also celebrates the skills of the company's in-house butchers who hand cut every steak. That's incredible. So they have a National Meat Cutters Challenge. Fresh baked bread. Bakers in each restaurant makes the signature yeast rolls from scratch and bake them every 5 minutes. The company staff, or roadies, are a point of pride. The Employee Assistance Fund and the outreach helps staff members who are experiencing financial hardship. A location in Logan, Utah, donates 95% of its profits to this fund. We have seen this with other restaurants as well. I'm trying to remember what restaurant did this, but I saw it in their annual statement. They do a similar thing. I don't know if it might be Wingstop, where they have a hardship fund where a percentage of their salary is taken, and you could opt into it, like about 2% or so. And if you fall into hard times, they use that money. You could request for a grant for that money, um, and you could possibly get that. So it looks like Texas Roadhouse does this as well, which I have not seen this with other industries that we've covered. This is the second time I'm seeing it in a restaurant industry where they have a hardship fund set up. It's That's pretty cool. I don't know why more companies are not doing this. Free peanuts. The tradition of free unlimited peanuts was a hallmark of the dining experience for many years. Though they are still offered in some locations, the practice of throwing the shells on the floor has been discontinued due to safety and health concerns. So apparently people used to just throw the shells on the floor. But pretty cool like history about the company, and it looks like the founder was very impactful. I mean, let's look up a little background on this guy, Ken Taylor, who unfortunately passed away in 2021. But just from what I read about him thus far, seems like a great leader. So let's look at this guy. So, and rest in peace. If anybody's watching this that's related to him, man, rest in peace to Ken Taylor. Taylor was born in Fort Leonard Wood in Missouri to a lieutenant in the Army. He grew up in Louisville, Kentucky. His father worked for General Electric. He graduated from University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Go Tar Heels. Taylor founded Texas Roadhouse in 1993 at the Green Tree Mall in Clarksville, Indiana. His goal was to create an affordable Texas-style restaurant. He was turned down more than 80 times. Wow. While seeking investors, his initial investors were three doctors from Elizabethtown, Kentucky, who invested 300,000. To show the investors his initial design for the first restaurant, Taylor sketched the design on a cocktail napkin. Until his death, Taylor was involved in the chain's day-to-day operation. He has three children. He died by suicide? Oh, man, really? Dang. And he had just forfeited his salary in 2020 to his employees, and then he died by suicide in 2021. Oh, that's sad, man. He had been struggling with post COVID 19 symptoms, including severe tinnitus, for months after becoming infected with the virus. After some improvements from an experimental treatment, Taylor went to get his COVID vaccine, and the tinnitus came back, roaring back. 2 days later, he died by suicide. Oh, man, that's tough. That is tough. Wow. Again, we've seen this type of tragic events unfold with a lot of companies we've covered, and one I think that comes to mind is it Anheuser Busch. Their family was had a whole bunch of story that it was really tough. There was a lot of suicide and a lot of drama. But in this case, it looks like he was struggling with some pain after some COVID symptoms, and he unfortunately um, committed suicide. Wow. Okay. That is unfortunate. But yeah, pretty cool. I mean, the guy seems like a resilient guy. He got rejected many times, but that didn't stop him. He still got the funding that he needed to get the company going, and then now it's number one casual restaurant in the U.S. So pretty remarkable. His legacy still lives on. All right, let's see. You know, their stock is trading at $172. Um, it looks like, let's see if old time has performed over 1,000%, and it looks like right now it's at the highest that it's ever been. So we're gonna see if that price that they currently have is that true based on their financial statement. So let's dig in a little bit further and find out more about them. If you're a new viewer to this channel, so you could review any publicly traded company's annual statement by looking up their 10K. That's what it's called. You could find this by Googling it. You could go to the SEC website, which is the Security and Exchange Commission, or you could just go to the website and they usually have an investor relations page and you could find it right in there as well. So we're going to see their latest annual statement. We're going to filter for annual. In addition to an annual statement, they do quarterly reports as well, but we're going to look at the annual report. And the one that we have, the latest, is the 2024, just because it gives us a more comprehensive view of the company. All right, let's get to it, guys. Thank you again for coming on this Saturday, August 30th. September is around the corner. I can't believe it. Time is flying, man. I feel like 2025 just flew. Company is incorporated in Delaware, but their main office is in Louisville, Kentucky. It trades under the symbol TXRH, and it trades in NASDAQ. All right, we're going to review the company. And we're not going to look at everything, but we're just going to look at some relevant information that's going to help us understand the business a little bit better. The company is a growing restaurant company operating predominantly in the casual dining segment. Our late founder, W. Ken Taylor, started the business in 1993. Since then, we have grown to 3 concepts with 784 restaurants in 49 states, 1 U.S. territory, and 10 foreign countries. Our mission statement is legendary food, legendary service. Pretty good mission statement. And our core values are passion, partnership, integrity, and fun with purpose. You know, I'm usually not a fan of like mission statement and core values, just because I think sometimes it's like, I don't think companies truly live those ideals they talk about. But, you know, when you see a company like this, you know, some of this resonates with the common person, and it resonates with me. I like their mission statement and core values. But you know, we're gonna look at their numbers, right? Because the numbers is gonna tell us the full story of the business. Our operating strategy is designed to position each of our casual dining restaurants as the local hometown favorite for a broad segment of consumers seeking high quality, affordable meals served with friendly, attentive service. This strategy guides our purpose statement of serving communities across America and the world. Restaurant concept, as of December 31st, 2024, we owned and operated 666 restaurants, very ominous number, and franchised an additional 118 restaurants. So, okay, so they do implement some type of franchise model as well. Okay. It says of the 666 restaurants we owned and operated, we operated 608 Texas Roadhouse restaurant, 49 as Bubba's, 33 restaurants, and 9 as Jagger's restaurant. So they do have other brand names associated. I'm not familiar with Bubba's. Is Bubba's 33? And Jagger's. We don't have any in the Northeast that I'm aware of. Of the 118 franchise restaurants, 56 were domestic Texas Roadhouse restaurant, 4 were domestic Jagger's restaurant, and 57 were international Texas Roadhouse restaurants. So a majority of their franchise is in international markets, including one restaurant in the U.S. territory and they also have one Jaggers international restaurant as well. Texas Roadhouse is a moderately priced full-service casual dining restaurant. Let's see. I mean, what's their prices look like? I haven't been there in a while. Let's see. Hand-cut steaks. Let's see what their price looks like. Let's see. 0 to... Continue order. Just pick a random menu item. $23 for grilled barbecue chicken and ribs. Let's see some other prices. Let's see sirloin and ribs. So for their 6 ounce, $23.99. Not unreasonable. I mean, for a steak. Let's see burgers and sandwiches. $12.99 for a cheeseburger. Pretty decent price. Very reasonable. So it's a moderately priced full-service casual dining restaurant concept offering an assortment of specialty seasoned and aged steaks, hand-cut daily, on the premise, and cooked to order over open grills. In addition to steaks, we also offer our guests a selection of ribs, seafood, chicken, pork chops, pulled pork, and vegetable plates, an assortment of hamburgers, salads, and sandwiches. The majority of our entrees include 2 made-from-scratch side items, and we offer all our dine-in guests free, unlimited roast and shell peanuts, and fresh baked yeast rolls. And Bubba 33 is a moderately priced full-service casual dining restaurant concept featuring scratch-made food for all with a little rock and roll, ice-cold beer, and signature cocktails. They have burgers, pizzas, and wings. And Bubba 33 is open for daily lunch and dinner service. Delivery services are offered at a majority location, and their first one was opened in 2013 in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I think that's the same place that J. Cole is from. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Jaggers is a fast casual restaurant concept offering burgers, hand-breaded chicken sandwiches, and chicken tenders, made-to-order fresh salads. Jaggers offers drive-through, carry-out and dining service options. We also offer delivery services at a majority of locations, and their first Jaggers restaurant was opened in Indiana in 2014. So segment information, we manage our restaurants and franchising operations by a concept, and as a result have identified Texas Roadhouse, Bubba 33, Jaggers, and retail initiatives as separate operating segments. In addition, we have identified Texas Roadhouse and Bubba 33 as reportable segments. So it's like when they're reporting their revenue and expenses, they kind of break it down by those 2 divisions. So operating strategy, offering high quality, freshly prepared food. They say we place a great deal of emphasis on providing our guests with high quality, freshly prepared foods. As part of our process, we have developed proprietary recipes to provide consistencies in quality and taste throughout our restaurants. It says they inspect every entree before it leaves the kitchen to confirm it matches the guest's order. In addition, they employ a team of product coaches whose function is to provide continual hands-on training and education to our kitchen staff for the purpose of promoting consistent adherence to recipes. creating a fun and comfortable atmosphere with a focus on high quality service. We believe the service quality and atmosphere we establish in our restaurants is a key component for fostering repeat business. In our full service restaurants, we focus on keeping our table to server ratios low to allow our servers to truly focus on their guests and serve the needs in a personal, individualized manner. The Texas Roadhouse restaurant feature rustic southwestern lodge decor accentuated with hand painted murals, neon signs, and southwestern prints, rugs, and artifacts. Additionally, our restaurants continuously play upbeat country hits. Okay. I didn't even notice the music while I was there. Now next time I go there, I'm definitely gonna be listening to see if it's country. Our Bubba 33 restaurant feature walls lined with television playing sport events and music videos, and are decorated with sport jerseys, neon signs, and other local flair. Our fast casual concept, Jaggers, offers both drive-through and dining room service in a modern design featuring contemporary exterior and a comfortable and inviting dining room. So different types of vibes from all the three restaurants that they own. Owner operator partnership model. As part of our effort to maintain a people first culture, we offer a performance based compensation program supported by competitive benefits and health programs to our individual restaurant managers and multi restaurant operators who are called managing partners and market partners. Each of these partners are required to sign a multi year employment agreement and make a refundable deposit at the time of hire that we believe reinforces an ownership mentality. The annual compensation of these partners include a base salary plus a performance bonus, which represents a percentage of each of their respective restaurants' pre-tax income. Okay. So the people that are managing it are also part owners because they get a percentage of that particular restaurant's earnings. By providing our partners with a significant stake in the success of our restaurants, we believe that we're able to attract and retain talented, experienced, and highly motivated managing and market partners. That is remarkable. So they're given an incentive to their managers, not just by words, but by compensating them for performance. Offering everyday value. Our everyday value includes attractive price points, generous portions, and heaping sides. When we evaluate menu pricing, we focus on remaining disciplined as we balance short term pressures with long term growth while always keeping our guests top of mind. It says prices are reviewed individually in each local market and are offered at a moderate price points that we believe are as low as or lower than those offered by our competitors without sacrificing food quality. And they offer different price points to satisfy the different people. Serving our communities, we strive to be the neighborhood destination in each market in which we operate. We do not rely on national television or print advertising to promote our brands. Wow. To build brand awareness, become the hometown favorite, our partners engage with their local communities through a variety of promotional activities, such as contributing time, money, and complimentary meals to charitable, civic, and cultural programs. Additionally, we employ marketing coordinators at the restaurant and market level to develop and execute the majority of the local marketing strategies. So they don't use a big national television or print advertising to promote their brand. It's more local based. Focusing on dinner and nearly all of our Texas Roadhouse restaurants, we limit our operating hours to dinner only during the weekdays, with approximately one half of our restaurants offering lunch on Friday. Wow, okay. This focus on dinner allows our restaurant teams to prepare for and manage only one shift per day during the week and to prepare for the significant volume of sales our restaurant generate. This is pretty remarkable because first I wasn't aware that they're not open during lunch hours during the weekdays. and they are one of the top restaurants by market cap, and they just beat Olive Garden as far as revenue. So for them to do that with just serving dinner on weekdays, that is impressive. Restaurant development and unit economics. We consistently evaluate opportunities to develop restaurants in new and existing markets. Our site selection process is critical to our growth strategy. And analyzing each prospective site, our real estate team and restaurant market partners devote significant time and resources. Okay, we design our restaurant prototypes to provide a relaxed atmosphere for our guests while also focusing on restaurant level returns over time. Current prototype consists of a freestanding building with approximately 8,000 square feet, with seating for approximately 270 to 325 guests, for approximately 180 vehicles, either on site or in combination with some form of off site cross parking arrangement. So their size is pretty big. It's not as big as the Dave and Buster's, or not, but 8,000 square feet is big. But it would make sense considering, it looks like most of their crowd is dining at nighttime, and if you're closing, if you don't have lunch hours, you want to be able to take the influx of people that you get at dinner. So they have a bigger size to accommodate a bigger guest, from 270 to 325 guests. And current prototype of Bubba 33 restaurant consists of a freestanding building with approximately 7,600 square feet, a little bit smaller than the typical Texas Roadhouse, but could sit approximately the same, 270 to 330 guests. Some locations include patio seating for approximately 60 guests. Our capital investment for new restaurants, which includes an estimate of pre-opening expense and a 10x initial base rent factor for those sites that are leased, varies significantly depending on a number of factors. These factors include, but are not limited to, the concept, square footage, layout. What do they mean by this? Our capital investment for new restaurants, which includes an estimate of pre-opening expense. I don't fully. Are they saying they assume a 10 times initial base? Let's AI help us with this. Help me understand this statement from Texas Roadhouse annual statement. And guys, we don't know everything, so certain things that we don't know, we're going to look it up and learn with you, the viewers. So it says the statement from Texas Roadhouse annual report means that the total cost to build and open a restaurant varies greatly, especially for locations that are leased. Okay, the 10x part. All right. This is a specific accounting method used to estimate the value of the lease itself, effectively including it as part of the total capital investment. Base rent, the fixed minimum amount of rent paid by the tenant to the landlord. The 10x factor, Texas Roadhouse is treating the lease as a capital investment by calculating its worth as 10 times the initial annual base rent. For example, if a restaurant annual base rent is $120,000, Texas Roadhouse would add $1.2 million to the new restaurant's total capital investment calculation for that lease. I see. Purpose of the calculation, this formula helps Texas Roadhouse quantify the value of its long-term lease obligation as part of the total investment for a new location. It may also be used to determine the natural breakpoint in a percentage rent agreement where a tenant pays a percentage of sales above a certain threshold. I see. So 2 potential new Texas Roadhouse location. It says company owned. Total cost to acquire the land, $7.5 million. Annual base rent is $100,000. And then if the second scenario, if it's leased, Annual base rent is 100,000. Pre-opening expense and all other capital costs. What's up, AJ? How you doing, man? Times I see. AJ says, it's a 3-day weekend, take the day off. Man, listen, I almost took the day off today, but I was like, we've been on this daily streak for over 40 days now. I'm like, I cannot break this daily streak. Not under my watch. That's why I'm here, rocking and covering this company. We got some momentum. Want to keep the momentum. No days off. Man, appreciate you being here though, AJ. If you want to hop on the live as well, let me know. I could send you a little guest invite. You could hop on if you're interested. All right, so going down the list. So right now, guys, if you just joined in, Texas Roadhouse has taken over Olive Garden as the #1 restaurant by revenue. And what's up, Poe? I don't know who Poe is, but welcome to the live, Poe. Poe. And AJ says, who's Poe? You got to ask Poe who that is. I'm not sure. But yeah, Texas Roadhouse is the #1 restaurant now as far as revenue in 2025. They beat Olive Garden for that position. So they say in 2024 and 2023, our average capital investment for a Texas Roadhouse restaurant was approximately $8 million. Sheesh, that's expensive. In 2024, an increase in building, furniture, fixtures, and equipment costs was offset by a decrease in site work and liquor license costs. We expect, AJ says PO stands for purchase order. This is a true buyer for sure. Look at this. He said purchase order. Yeah, perhaps. Maybe it's AB in disguise. Pose AB. We expect our average capital investment for restaurants to be open in 2025 to increase to approximately 8.6 million, primarily due to increased site work costs and increased rent. That is expensive. That costs a lot. I mean, $8 million for one Texas Roadhouse location, and it's going to rise to 8.6 in 2025. So they do have under their umbrella, it's not just Texas Roadhouse. They have Bubba's 33, which I'm not familiar with. Guys, let me know if you've been to a Bubba's 33. We don't have that in the Northeast. And they also have Jaggers. That's another restaurant that they own as well. So let's see, increase in our 2024 average capital investments. Okay, they talk about site cost increased. All right. All right, let's see. Existing locations. Alabama, they got 12. They got some in Alaska too. You could have Texas Roadhouse in Alaska, guys. They have 2 of them. Arizona, 22. Arkansas, 9. Surprisingly, too, guys, Texas Roadhouse was not started in Texas, not even close. Started in Indiana. Colorado, 17. Connecticut, 6. Okay. Florida got 48. How many do they have in Texas? Let's see. Rhode Island, we got 3. Texas, 93. Vermont, 1. So it seems like they got presence in almost every state. AJ says, do they? So they do steak challenges. They do, man. There's apparently a national meat cutting competition every year, and the winner gets $25,000. It's a competition they do every year. The butchers compete, and they win that prize. I was not aware of that. And we looked at the beginning of the show who the winner was, and they get $25,000. They compete in every Texas Roadhouse too. There's a dedicated butcher, so someone is doing the cut for you every time. So they also have some international presence. Puerto Rico, Bahrain, China, South Korea, Kuwait, Mexico, Philippines, Qatar. Bahrain is just so random. I have not seen that in other financial statements that we reviewed. Bahrain, a company having a location in Bahrain, and they got a lot of them in Philippines. Look, they got 24 Texas Roadhouse in Philippines. So the Filipinos rock with Texas Roadhouse. United Arab Emirates, they got 5 of them. All right, menu. It says we offer a broad assortment of specifically seasoned and aged steaks, all cooked over open grills, and all but one hand cut daily on the premise. They also offer ribs, seafood, chicken, pork chops. Entree prices include roasted in shell peanuts. They give you peanuts as well for free, and fresh baked yeast rolls. And most include the choice of 2 made from scratch sides. They're talking about the other menu items. At Bubba's, they offer an extensive selection of ice cold draft beer, signature cocktails. They have a children's menu. Jaggers. You guys familiar with Jaggers or Bubba's 33? Let me know. It's different vibes from Texas Roadhouse based on the description. Seems like Bubba's is more like a sports restaurant. Jaggers is more of a like a fast food, fast casual, but they have a drive-through and stuff. Most of our full service restaurants feature a full bar. In 2024, alcoholic beverages at all company restaurants accounted for 9.6% of restaurant sales. So it's not a big component of their sales. Less than 10% of their sales is from alcohol. So most of it must be coming from food, obviously, which makes their numbers even more impressive because alcohol is, higher margins and higher cost as well. So they must have a lot of people coming to Texas Roadhouse because they are generating a lot in revenue. Let's see. It says to maintain our high level of food quality and service, we generally remove 1 menu item for every new menu item introduced to facilitate our ability to execute high quality meals on a focused range of menu items. So they do remove whenever they add a new menu, a new item, they remove another one. So if you ever go to a Texas Roadhouse, you'll be like, hey, I used to see this on their menu. And if it's not there no more, that means it was removed. All right, food quality and safety. Let's see. And another interesting thing about Texas Roadhouse is the people that manage it have a stake in the business. So the managing partner of a specific Texas Roadhouse at the end of the year, they also get a percentage of that company's that particular restaurant's profits. So they not only have an incentive to do well just because they're getting paid well, but they also get a percentage. So that's another additional incentive that's there that we have not seen with other restaurants we've covered. Procurement. This is AJ's wheelhouse right here. It says our procurement philosophy is designed to supply fresh quality products to our restaurant and at competitive prices while maximizing operating efficiencies. Negotiate directly with suppliers for substantially all food and beverage products. Food and supplies are ordered by and shipped directly to our domestic restaurants. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Service quality. We believe that guest satisfaction, our ability to continue to evaluate and improve the guest experience at each of our restaurants is important to our success. Yep, guest satisfaction. Atmosphere. The atmosphere of our restaurants is intended to appeal to broad segments of the population. The interiors feature wood walls, stained concrete floors, and are decorated with hand-painted murals, neon signs. So they did mention that earlier as well. People And they don't do a lot of advertising on like national broadcasting levels. So it looks like they do grassroots local marketing and managing partners. This is what I was talking about earlier. It says managing partners and market partners are required as a condition of employment to sign a multi-year employment agreement. The annual compensation of our managing partners and market partners include a base salary plus a percentage of pre-tax income of the restaurant they operate or supervise. And they're also eligible for equity incentive plan and are required to make a refundable deposit at the time of hire. So you got to actually make a monetary deposit for you to become a managing partner as part of Texas Roadhouse. You got to be committed. And you got to sign a multi-year deal as well. That reinforces an ownership mentality. Generally, the deposits are refunded after 5 years of continuous service. Incredible. Marketing. They do a lot of local restaurant marketing, in-restaurant marketing. They do for special promotions like Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, and Veterans Day. I would attest, I've had many times I've actually gone to Texas Roadhouses around Veterans Day because they do offer the free meal. But even outside of that, whenever I do get a chance, I go to Texas Roadhouse. I just don't go out much. I do love their menu. Our 8-week holiday gift card campaign is one of the most impactful promotion. And every year, Texas Roadhouse, I got to give them a shout out. They do a Veterans Day meal, and they do a good job of that. So shout out to Texas Roadhouse for that. Advertising. Our restaurants do not rely on national television or print advertising to promote our brands. Earned local media is a critical part of our strategy that features our products and people in local television, print, and radio. Our restaurants use a permission-based email loyalty program, digital marketing, so it's more local-based advertising. They do operate in two models. They do have some franchises. Most of their restaurant is company-owned, but they do have some franchisees. As of December 31st, 2024, they had 22 franchises that operated 118 Texas Roadhouse and Jaggers restaurants in 20 states. So there were 22 franchisees that operate 118 Texas Roadhouse. That means one franchisee has multiple locations, 118 to be specific, right? But you divide that. So each franchisee has about 5 Texas Roadhouse if we divide it up equally. And their typical agreement for Texas Roadhouse is 10 years with 2 renewal options for an additional 5 years each if certain conditions are satisfied. The current agreement is that the franchisee pay a franchise fee for each restaurant open and royalties based on a percentage of gross sales, which is a common practice. In addition, domestic Texas Roadhouse franchises are required to pay a percentage of gross sales to a national marketing fund. Again, another common franchisee model. Domestically, franchise rights for Texas Roadhouse restaurants are granted for specific restaurants only. And we have not entered into an area development agreement with domestic Texas Roadhouse franchisees. We are currently not accepting new domestic Texas Roadhouse franchisees. So if you're interested in open up your own Texas Roadhouse franchise, sorry, that is not open currently. Internationally, they do have some agreements. For Jaggers, they have entered into area development and franchise agreements. Okay. All right, let's see what else. Franchise compliance insurance. So they implement different models to make sure the franchisees comply with their requirements. Information technology. Let's see, nothing else that is interesting. Competition. Competition in the restaurant industry is intense. We compete with well-established food service companies on the basis of taste, quality, and price of the food offered. They also face competition from meal kit delivery services as well as the supermarket industry. This is something that we notice with the other restaurants as well. Because of the rise of grocery chains, they make in prepared foods as well. They are becoming competition for these restaurants as well. Because some of the food at the grocery stores nowadays, the prepared food, tastes good and the price is pretty good as well. So they're becoming a bigger competition for these restaurants. Trademarks. They don't specifically state what trademarks that they have. Regulation, rights, agreement. All right, this is talking about seasonality. Our business is subject to seasonal fluctuation. Historically, sales in most of our restaurants have been higher during the winter months of each year. Man, Olive Garden said the same thing. So it looks like more people go to the restaurant during the winter than they do in other seasons. And Texas Roadhouse is saying the same thing. They get their most of their sales in the winter months. Holidays, changes in weather, severe weather, and similar conditions may impact sales volume. As a result, our quarterly operating results and comparable restaurant sales may fluctuate due to seasonality. Makes sense. Yeah, for Olive Garden, number one time that people go there the most is in the winter, and the second is in the spring. Summer and the fall were the lowest amount of foot traffic that they get in their restaurants. And Texas Roadhouse is the same thing. It's like they didn't say what the number 2 season is, but number 1 is winter. Guys, I just want to ask, do you guys go to the restaurant more often in the winter than other seasons? I would have thought people go to restaurants more in the summer. I don't know. I just thought that would be the case. People are going to the beach or doing outdoor stuff, and then you go to the restaurant. But I guess I'm wrong. Winter. At Texas Roadhouse, we take pride in being a people first company. As of December 31st, 2024, we employed approximately 95,000 people. This included 895 executive and administrative personnel, 3,700 restaurant management personnel. They do have a people first culture. They call them roadies. That's what they call them. So let's see the breakdown by gender and race. Support center, 53% are women. Restaurant managers, 40% are women. Hourly restaurant employees, 57%. So restaurant managers, 24% are people of color. Support center, 12% are people of color. They talk about performance compensation for managing partners. We already covered that. Employee engagement. Andy's Outreach. It says founded in 2005, Andy's Outreach is a nonprofit tax-exempt organization whose mission is to provide financial support to employees of Texas Roadhouse and their families in times of severe hardship or crisis, and in cases of tragic or catastrophic need. It's mainly funded by the support of Texas Roadhouse employees through payroll contribution. Also, they do the same thing as Olive Garden, a domestic franchise store that is owned by Andy's Outreach and other fundraising efforts. Since its inception, Andy's Outreach has assisted over 24,000 employees and distributed over 30 million. Man, I love this idea. And sorry to keep going back to Olive Garden, but they specifically state how much. I think they take about a 2% cut from everybody's paycheck, and you could opt into this program, and that money is used for if you face any hardship in your life, then you could apply for that grant, and they will pay you out. And it seems like Texas Roadhouse does the same thing. It doesn't say how much you have to contribute from your payroll, but they utilize that same model as well, which is pretty good. I don't know why more companies are not doing this. That would be a cool little thing to do. Let's see information and our executive officers. So these are the executives. Most of these people are in their 50s and 60s, except for the chief legal officer. Yeah, their previous CEO, who was the founder, great guy, just based on the history that I read in 2020 during COVID time when they were experiencing financial hardship. The guy said, I'm not taking a salary, and he gave them money up to his employees. But then a year later, he did commit suicide because he was having some post-COVID symptoms. Very unfortunate, but based on the stuff that I read about him, seems like a great leader. And, I mean, a year prior to that, giving up his salary so that for his employees, that's pretty profound. Let's see. He's talking about growth, how long it would take him with new restaurants. Let's see if there's anything else that's interesting. They're talking about some of the risks that they have. Some of these risks are common for most restaurants, so I'm not reading them. Approximately 21% of. Oh, let's go, AJ. I'm just looking at this. Sorry, let me see if I could invite guests. You go, AJ. As of December 31st, so 21% of the company restaurants are located in Texas and Florida. So they are sensitive to economic and other trends and developments in those states. So, I mean, we could talk about this company if you want. As we going down, we could look at it and, you know, get your take on it too. But no pressure. If you don't feel comfortable, no worries. But if you want to hop on, you are welcome to. Let's see. What else? It says our existing credit facility limits our ability to incur additional debt. So let's see. They might have certain debt covenants. It says the credit facility permits us to incur additional secured, unsecured indebtedness. You're talking about they possibly cannot. It's possible that they might not be able to get more loans if they take on a debt and specific covenants, different rules that says that they can't take on more debt. All right. Impairment charges. Let's see. Macroeconomic. Oh, we got AJ in the building, man. What's up, AJ?
Not much. How about you?
Living the dream, man. Living the dream.
Let me send this out to AB real quick. Let me send a little picture.
Yes. Yes, you'll be happy. Yeah, man.
Profit report.
AJ
Profit
is
report is live and
huh?
well. I said profit report
For
is live
real.
and well.
A, AJ
What's
is
this all about?
this is Texas Roadhouse. AJ is the technically like the third co-host, not officially, unofficially.
Yeah, y'all didn't make AI art
um
for me yet.
Yo, we gotta add you on that, man. I think that's the next step, man.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
you
Don't
rock
feel
with
bad.
Texas Roadhouse?
I've never been to Texas Roadhouse.
Really?
No, I don't even know what's on the menu. Steak.
Dang.
That's it.
They got steak, they got some
It's
ribs,
popular though,
man.
right?
They got It is very popular. I mean, so I was just looking at their menu earlier. Yeah, it's mostly what they're known as for steak though, and pretty decent like portions as well. I know it is
This is
surprising
just
though that they're
Outback
not.
Steakhouse.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I think that's a fair assessment.
How are they doing?
So they are doing well, man. I mean, we haven't got to their finance yet, but number one restaurant now. They just beat Olive Garden for that position. Oh, AB's in here too. Oh, let's put this boy in here too. Oh, shoot. The triple force.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Actually, the audio is good today.
Audio's good. Ah, snap.
Dang,
I'm
boys are
He's
in
reporting
like,
here,
live.
he's
huh?
like, I'm walking to a Texas Roadhouse right now. What is that? Sugarland? That
A
looks
few.
like Town Center.
Guys, I'm reporting. Maybe this is more appropriate. Maybe
That
this is
looks
more
good.
Wow.
appropriate for
Okay.
tomorrow, the chill stream. You know,
Go to a
I just want to
cafe
pop
and
in
we
real
can do a
quick because
chill stream.
I don't want to. Yeah, like maybe tomorrow we can do.
It sounds
There's a
good
coffee shop
right now.
actually over here. I can just settle.
It sounds
No,
really
but I
good
don't
Yeah,
want
right
to.
now. This
Actually,
sounds like he's
all
at the
right.
studio.
he really does.
Yeah, that's some good quality.
But I'm
Shout out to
walking, so I need
iPhone
to
on
sit
that.
down if I'm actually gonna do. If I'm gonna actually do the show, I gotta
Yeah,
sit
man.
down. So
The whole family is here today,
let me
man. This is
see.
beautiful.
He's gonna say
Oh,
salam,
okay.
everybody. Let's listen.
Set
So,
up.
guys, in case you're watching, AB is in the motherland right now. That's where he's live reporting from a maybe a future Texas Roadhouse International location.
Yeah. This is Texas Roadhouse PBT Ltd.
How's this? Hold on. Oh crap! Damn. Trying to find a way to prop up my phone. Um, set up. Then finish.
This is fascinating right now.
This is fascinating.
This is fascinating. We're just watching. What's gonna happen next?
What is gonna happen next,
Get
guys?
the menu.
That's the cafe?
Okay. All right.
That looks like the
Yeah,
closet
I
at a
can't turn the
museum,
camera.
bro.
This is a cafe in Ethiopia, guys.
That's an upstairs and a
Do we have some
downstairs?
viewers?
We
Yeah,
got
yeah, yeah.
just us, two people. I don't know who the two people are. Probably
Man,
just us.
who is in this? Is
Okay,
Poe in here? I
I
see
don't
three
think this is
people.
a. I don't wanna be inappropriate. You know, like I'm not. You know, I could be here, but you know, I don't want to like ruin the mood or whatever. You know.
I mean, right
Nah,
now we can hear you totally fine.
yeah, bro, you're good, man. You can see the screen.
Yeah, yeah, I can see the screen. Yeah.
When I did this on my phone froze up. It slowed down like crazy.
Yeah, AJ needs a new phone, man. It's dying. It's freezing. You know what I'm saying? It needs new help.
I got an S22. Like it's
Bro,
still good.
how is it that I'm having better connections in sub-Saharan Africa than this guy?
I'm saying, yo, what's
Hey
good?
man, I think it's the bandwidth usage overall is not being used up. You're just on the HOV lane of internet.
Man,
All
even
right,
Rebecca could
all
hear
right.
you. She says sounds clear, man.
It sounds crispy, right?
It does, man.
Sounds like it's 7 a.m. fresh baked Texas Roadhouse bread out there.
It absolutely does, man. So I don't know when you
Let me
jumped
guys.
in, AB.
Let me want it. Let me. let me know if y'all want me to like compare prices of like food and stuff. I mean, we got Texas Roadhouse at like what, $20-$30. I mean, I could like look at the prices of the cafe that I'm at right now and see like what the comparison would be.
So
Uh,
let's see. So if we look at a
we could do a
hand cut
little
steak,
fun little segment. Yeah.
What's a Dallas fillet? That's a thing. A Dallas fillet.
a Dallas fry. So look, a 6 ounce is 14.99 for a steak.
How
Eight
much is
ounce.
6 ounce?
So let's say 8 ounce.
Like size wise, what is 6 ounce? Like this big?
I mean,
Um,
yeah, but an 8 ounce could
Shayala?
feed you well.
Oh,
Like
gnako mistake. Azalo leo bien, huh?
you'd be full with the 8 ounce for sure. So let's say house
This is
salad.
that fresh vegetables. It looks weird.
All right, choose your second legendary side.
All right, you guys want to know what's the most expensive thing on the menu is right now? I just have a breakfast. I just have a
Steve, you got to
breakfast
get the
menu right now.
conversion. Get the conversion going, Steve.
I know.
You got to get the conversion calculator.
What's the cost over there?
Uh,
We got to convert it to yens right now.
all right, the most expensive. So the most expensive thing is wait, I don't know if y'all be able to see it, but it's like dulet, which is like minced stomach, whatever, intestine.
Did I have that? Did I
And
try
that's
that?
700 and yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what I had.
And
Okay.
that's 740.
That's $5. $5.20.
That's as much as a foot long at Subway.
That's the most expensive thing. That's a mess, the most expensive thing on the menu.
And it's the organ
And
meat.
I'm in the center of town. If you want to look it up, where I'm at right now, it's CHAKA coffee. CHAKA coffee. Addis Ababa.
Chakaka. 2K, right? KAKA? Oh, okay.
So this
It's
is right here.
I'm close to the one in Lagahar.
Are you on Mickey
Uh,
Leyland Street? Bro, that's
we're
a
on those
nice
streets
looking.
over here.
Mickey Leyland
Yeah.
Street is right there.
You're not on Bole?
No, I'm in Lagahar. Lagahar.
Where is
Bole.
that at?
Bole.
Oh, if you
I like
click on the
Bole.
map, click on the map. I don't know, Steve, if I'm derailing you. Let me know if like this is not like whatever.
We're talking about Texas Roadhouse. It's
We'll
relevant.
we'll derail for a little bit and then come back.
Okay. Okay,
Where
it's
is it?
like scoot over to the right. Uh to the right some more. I'm sorry, to the left, I guess. To the left.
We got some
Yeah.
Muslims
Yeah.
represented
Yeah.
out
Okay, Lagahar. You see where it says Lagahar? Like you see where it says Lagahar around there somewhere. Like Mescal Square Kababi. Mescal Square
Okay,
around
Mr.
there.
Square.
That's where I'm
Okay.
at.
Wait, this right here?
Yeah. So there should be a search again. No, search again so it will pop up more locations. Like anyways. But anyways, it looks like a chain, like almost like a Starbucks, but yeah.
there. Yeah.
I mean, this is one of
So
their
Look at
locations right
that. That
here.
looks nice.
Wow. I'm sure the price is not going to vary from
guys,
location to location.
nah, I mean maybe, but like I'm in the center, but I just want to make the point, like I'm in the center of town in Addis, and for breakfast, the most expensive thing is $5. So, imagine if you're in the States, you can ball out over here, like what I'm saying, legit have a great time for for less than $5. You can have a whole breakfast for $5 with like tea, coffee, juice, all that stuff.
I know we can't do like a direct comparison of like, well, why aren't things as cheap over here as they are over there? I know we can't do that, but like, why are things not cheap out here? Do you know what I mean? I feel like they should be a little bit cheaper
Hmm.
than what we're getting out here.
Labor, man. Labor
Dude,
is a
I
big
spent
Mm,
cost.
I went to a Chinese restaurant on Friday, okay, yesterday, and four people. $100. Like, what the
Four
hell?
people, $100. That's
Four
actually not
people,
bad though.
4 people, $100. I'm talking about a soup. I'm talking about a thing of noodles and 2 dishes. Okay, an appetizer and a drink, a mango mojito.
That's actually not bad though.
hundred
hundred
dollars,
bucks for 4 people, 20. So what, 25 each.
bro.
That's not
That thing used
bad.
to be at least 50 before, 50, 60.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, maybe comparatively in the past.
Yeah,
That's
but
not
what
bad though.
happened there?
100.
50, 60 in the past. We're talking a couple years ago, and then now it's 100.
What
What are
is
we
that?
looking at?
QR?
Guys, you can pay with the QR code over here. Like, you can just pay directly to their bank account.
You can't do that at Texas Roadhouse.
No,
You
payment
can't do
options.
that at
There's
Texas
better
Roadhouse.
options. Overseas, they got better options than America. America actually is behind on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, this
Honestly,
coffee shop looks lit, man. Let me guys like this coffee shop looks. I mean, it's a beautiful place. They got like the old TV. Look outside, bro. Look.
they got the Sony
Man.
Walkman over there.
Dang.
Yeah. I mean, look at downstairs. Like they got the traditional. They got
It's too early right now, though, right?
yeah, it's early, but
You entered in from the
I
top,
Yeah, the
right?
mean,
place looks dead.
yeah, it's only like 7 a.m. over here, guys. Now I'm 8 a.m. on a Sunday. On a Sunday too, so it's a little different.
It's the
Okay.
Lord's Day.
Yeah. It's the Lord's Day. There's a lot of people at church right now. That's why it's probably not full. But yeah, man, Texas Roadhouse, #1 restaurant, man. They just beat Olive Garden for that position and revenue,
Oh, really,
number
bro?
one.
Those rolls, bro. Those rolls alone get you, bro.
Them
So
rolls and them
how'd they
peanuts.
beat Olive
You're not a
Garden?
fan of the peanuts, huh?
And how did they beat Olive Garden? In what way?
Revenue wise,
Revenue. Okay.
yeah, revenue wise, because Olive
How
Garden
many
is part of
locations does Texas
Darden.
Roadhouse have?
They have how many was it? Oh, let's see. They had it earlier. Let me see if I can find it. Well, actually, I could just.
Like, bro, I think like Texas Roadhouse. It's first of all, I know like their strategy is to open like kind of not in the center of town necessarily, almost like on the edges of town.
Mm,
Like
They
going from Houston to Beaumont or
like
something.
they don't. Well, yeah, like they don't open like in downtown. You're not gonna find a Texas Roadhouse in downtown. They tend to
Yeah.
do it like kind of on the burbs in the suburbs.
so 730 locations for Texas Roadhouse. Olive Garden 986.
Interesting.
So they have
What is
over
that?
200
Like
restaurants
that?
than them.
Oh,
Very interesting.
And you know what? They're not even open for lunch during the weekday. Texas Roadhouse only on for dinner.
no way. No way.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
pretty
which is
interesting.
impressive.
And they beat them.
So they beating them. You know what I mean? They're doing really
But
well. They're
hold
tax.
on,
They
let's look at the menu real quick one more time.
sure.
It's literally steak and sides.
Yeah, that's
No. They
predominantly what
got
it
chicken.
is.
They
Chicken,
got
steak,
shrimp. Yeah.
Shrimp doesn't take much to cook.
No. Like,
Yeah.
but like they know like most of their prices is
burgers.
under $30. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's something they
great.
mentioned actually. They want to be
It's good
affordable.
value. It is good value. Like you did the 6 ounce. Like that's what I'm saying. Like how big is a 6 ounce steak? Like I'm assuming like this big. That's still enough. And how much
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
that? It's a fair price, I would say. And you're getting a steak. Come on.
And the thing is
Yeah,
like
man.
Wait, do they own other brands, Steve, or just Texas Roadhouse?
No, they do. They own Bubba 33 and Jaggers.
Let's
Mm.
hook up a 6 ounce steak. Let's build this out real quick.
This is 14.99 for a 6 ounce steak.
All right.
And then
Smother your steak. Okay.
you get your sides for free.
Yeah, that's.
So
Oh, you do get
that's pretty
sides
good.
for free.
Yeah, you get two sides for free.
Okay.
So
Let's see the sides real quick. Let's see what they got.
You know, actually, like I think
How
I
does
like
like
cheddars.
no, what were we saying?
No, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like how's Cheesecake Factory do it with their massive menu?
we didn't cover cheesecake. That might be someone we got to do another time. I'm not 100% sure on cheesecake, but this is the side that they have for this place.
Yeah.
So let's say you put
Steve,
fries.
do they franchise or is it all company owned?
They do. They franchise. There's about like 100, over 100 locations that are franchised. But right now, they're not accepting applications for franchise. They're like, no more. We're done.
I mean, you need a bachelor's degree to own a franchise.
But you know what's cool about them too? For each location, like the managing partner, first of all, to be a managing partner, you got to make a deposit, money, and you got to be committed. You got to actually like to be, you got to put some money in. You got to be on a 5-year agreement with them, but you get a percentage of their sales at the end of the year as well, in addition to getting a salary.
Mm,
So they make them like an owner. Um,
mm.
and if you stay there for 5 years, then you get that deposit back. But you also got to commit financially for you to become a managing partner with them for any of the restaurant location.
What were
I'm
you
thinking
saying
like
about
each
Cheddar's?
store at least does like 10 million a year. I'm gonna go ahead and guess.
We haven't got to their financials, but I think it's over that actually. I think it might be at 11 or 12 for 2025, but we haven't got to it yet.
Wow.
So let's, you know what? I've covered most of the stuff. We could go to the financials. Let's see.
What were you saying about Cheddar's egg?
I was saying like Cheddar's is like a mini version of Texas Roadhouse in terms of like how they set things up. But like
Mhm.
Cheddar's, bro, it's like mostly under 20 bucks. It's kind of crazy
Yeah.
how they can
Is
do
it
that.
good?
Bro, you know, it's pretty good. Like it's not that bad. It's no Cheddar's, bro. They got the rolls too. I feel like Texas Roadhouse owns them or something because it really has really
Mm.
No,
high
no,
like
no.
similarities.
Cheddar's is owned by Darden's. The same one that owns Olive Garden and Longhorn Steakhouse. But they
Mm,
didn't make that much money. Cheddar's didn't generate a lot. So Longhorn and Olive Garden were like 80% of the revenue for Darden. The remaining were not that significant. And there was a little bit of this guy, a great leader, the guy that founded the company. AJ, you probably heard me mention this, but in 2020 during COVID, the dude gave up his salary for his employees. He's like,
That's
yo,
what's up.
I ain't taking no salary. But
I
what's
respect that.
sad, though is the next year, bro, he committed suicide. He had some
Wha-
post-COVID symptoms.
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, bro, he killed himself.
Wow.
Um,
Wow. Wow. Wow.
yeah, he had some post-COVID stuff. The
That's
next year, right
crazy.
after he did that, which is unfortunate.
That's crazy.
It really is. All right, so let's see. Yeah, we did Kava yesterday too, man. I did a short one, but Kava, Kava
I don't
is
want to
like.
get demonetized over here, but I have my comment on comment.
What about Kava? No, let me know. What's your comment on Kava?
Oh man, they're owned by the opposition, aren't they?
What what the No, they're owned by like they started by three Greek descent people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you thought it was what, like, who you think they were owned by?
I think they
Indians or
have like
something?
a connection with Israeli. I think Israel companies. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a connection there.
Oh, I see, I see.
Yeah, the ops for sure, for sure, for sure.
uh, so their balance sheet, 245 million in cash. Inventory. So on total, 516 million in current assets.
Sorry, not to get sidetracked, but I think that's what happened with Burger IM too.
What's
The
Burger IM?
Burger IM was a burger restaurant that popped up around here, and I think
Okay.
probably elsewhere too. But that was also one of the opposition party's restaurants, and I think it was like overall like a scam that they had.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, you have to look that one up.
Man, we got to do one of these companies that have been a scam too, that has, fell
What
and
was
dig
that
deeper
one?
on it.
What was the one? The Theramos or something like that. The one where that girl. You seen that one?
Who?
She was doing the blood kits. She's in jail
Oh,
now.
23 and Me?
No, 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 no. Oh, hold on. Give me a second.
The blonde
Theranos?
girl, right?
No. Well, this is another blonde girl. Theranos.
Yeah, oh, Theranos. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know who
Elizabeth
you're talking about.
Holmes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, yep, yep. I know who you're talking about.
that girl.
Yes, yes. Like,
Oh, it's not showing up. Yeah, that
I
girl.
know exactly. Oh, she's a big con artist. She's the same one that was she had a relationship with another guy, right? An older dude, and she blamed a lot of stuff on him. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
I know
Indian
who you're
guy.
talking.
Oh, he's Pakistani? Oh, God.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he was a yeah,
What the thing?
he's your people's, right?
I
She tried to
know.
blame it on him.
I apologize. What's going on with my camera?
The camera's not cooperating, man. AJ, you got to get a new phone, man.
I
It's
need
not
a new phone. I need a new laptop. I need everything.
um, so total assets for the company, 3 bill. Current assets. So they do have a lot more current assets. I mean, they do have more current liability than current asset at 828 million, which is not good. But they don't have a lot of long-term liabilities, guys, compared to the amount of assets that they have. So that is good. They don't have a lot of long-term debt. All right, so revenue. Look how much they made. $5.3 billion. You're not getting a lot of money from franchise. 31 million, but it's increased year over year. Every year has increased. 3.9 billion in 2022, 4.6, then 5.3. And AJ was asking why is food is expensive. Look at this. Look at the labor cost. $1.7 billion. That's almost 30%. Actually, no, it's over 30% of their cost is labor.
1.7 billion. We're talking about 1.7 billion. This is employees
Yes.
across 700 locations.
Yes.
That seems pretty all right.
But as a percentage of your sales, though,
Okay.
5.3, 1.7 from your cost, you know what I'm saying? When you think about it like that,
Yeah.
that's your biggest cost. Aside from food, I mean, food is almost there too. So 30% of your cost is food and beverage, and another 30% is labor. So it's a
Yeah.
pretty big cost. I mean, this is why robots are coming, man. You know,
You
They're
saw what Taco Bell, they're like, nah, we don't really want to do AI anymore.
Well, they say they stopped.
Well, they're like, so the recent news is like a lot of these companies are like, oh no, AI, it hasn't really worked out for us. Um, but I think like that's a transitional issue, like the growing pain of implementing AI.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I do believe like AI has some place for us in the future. But
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know. Like I don't know if you've
No,
seen
for
that
sure.
thing,
I mean,
Nano
it's
Banana.
no. What is that?
Oh boy, you gotta look up Nano Banana. Oh boy.
Nano banana.
Nano
You gotta
Banana.
get AJ for these interesting facts right here. Nano banana.
Nano
I'm
Banana.
assuming it's a banana that's what
Nano
like an
Banana is
image
crazy.
editor.
Oh yeah, it's big. It is
With simple
big.
text prompts.
See if you can find like a
Oh,
YouTube short or something that can describe it or view
nano
examples.
banana. So it's just image though, creator, right?
Click on videos or short videos
Because I
up there
can't
on the
share
right side.
audio right here.
Do short videos.
Just
Sorry.
go for Photoshop.
Yeah. That guy seen this guy's video. Top is the original.
Let's see.
It can replicate. You
Top is
can tell that.
original
Yeah.
and the bottom is not.
No. I mean, you can tell it to do pretty much anything well. I mean, I haven't tried this, but like you can take a picture, like I could take a picture of you and I could say, okay, have Steve looking to the right. All right, now Steve is going to look to the right.
Hmm.
It'll generate, let's say, your ear, for example. All right, it'll generate that. It'll
What?
generate your profile. You say, okay, now I want Steve to have a beard. Okay, then it'll draw a beard on you. Okay, now I want him to be drinking a Coke. All right, bam. Now the Coke is in your hand and you're drinking it. Profile, everything changed.
Mm,
We're going
wow.
off track here.
So
AI is still here in a way. You know what I mean?
this video though, the top guy, that's not a real woman at the bottom.
No.
That's AI.
Yes.
That's AI.
Yep.
That's incredible. Man, we
Go
got to
back.
use this to create thumbnails.
Yeah, I mean,
We got to
hey,
create this.
we don't even need AB and Steve anymore.
Listen, we about
but
to just
like
be
that's what I'm
here. You're
saying.
gonna have an AI agent doing the work for us. That would be
Like
dope.
we got labor for 1.7 million across 700, 800 locations. Cool.
Billion.
How much was this compared to Olive
Yes.
Gardens though?
What as far as what their
The
labor
labor?
cost
Yeah.
is
Or
similar.
percentage wise?
So it is common. So that's one thing I noticed is about 30% is labor across most restaurants.
Standard. It has to be there.
It is.
It
It
has to
is.
exist.
But you see, it exists. But from a business, right, where you're trying to maximize shareholder value, what you could say if I'm an executive, I'm like, hey, what could I cut down on costs? Labor.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because other things, right? You can't control food and beverage. You still have to buy the food. You can't control that much. But the thing you can control, labor, you could reduce it. If you cut that by half, you're saving almost $1 billion. You know what I
Well, look
mean?
at that.
So that's
Food and
significant.
beverage prices have gone up in relation to the labor, right?
Yeah, they have. And I mean, they gave an
Rent has
example for
gone up.
Wingstop. A 10% increase in chicken
Hmm.
would result for Wingstop resulted in $1.8 million in cost. Just a 10% increase. So
And you
from a
know what?
dollar
Take
to a
that out of
dollar
the
10.
CEO pay.
Huh?
Take that out of the CEO's pay.
Hey, I mean, they're probably
You
gonna
know
want
what
to
I
do
mean? Like, does this labor include the CEO's pay?
that.
Like, come on.
It does include the CEO's labor as well, though. I mean, well, I guess this is the cost of revenue, so maybe they don't include it. It might be, but I don't see any other. It might be under the general and administrative. That's
Yeah,
probably where the CEO's cost is in it. That's 223 million.
yeah.
So income from operation 516 mil. Net income 433. A little bit less than 10%. So like about 8%. So like Cabo is more profitable. They had about like a 15, almost a 13.5% net profit. Let's look at their cash flow and then we'll go to their stock. It's the last thing. Cash flow. They made 753 million in cash from operations from their main business. They spent 354 million on capital expenditure. I mean, it does cost a lot to create one Texas Roadhouse. They have to make about $8.5 million investment for one Texas Roadhouse location, so it is expensive.
Mhm.
Let's see what else did they did. Um, they do offer dividends as well, and they spent $80 million buying their own stock back as well. Right there, and they've been spending a lot on buying their stock back. 49 million the previous year and 212 million the previous year. So they're optimistic about their future. They keep buying the stock back. Um, but it doesn't work out that well sometimes. Dave and Buster's did the same thing. They bought it at $34.50. They bought like about 100 million or so shares, but then now the stock is trading at 24. So on paper,
Wow,
they took like a $50 million loss.
that's crazy.
It doesn't work out well all the
That
time.
that is a painful thing.
It is absolutely
That's
painful.
almost like a disastrous move. You
It
know
ab-
that
Man, let me tell you this. It
a
seemed like you
million
got a deal.
dollars, a million, however many shares, and a $5 loss. That's tragic, bro.
It is very tragic. Yes, when the compounding is insane. So 245 million in cash that they end. So let's go to their stock.
They're like the next Kodak.
Who? I don't know if it's that dire of a situation. Uh, but their stock is at the highest it's been right now. It's one of the, this is the old time right here, and the stock is trading a little bit below the max that it's ever been. But I will tell you this though, look at the PE ratio, 26 times its multiple. It's not that expensive, you know. Kava was like 50 or 60 times
Kaba's
their
hype.
PE, and their earning per share was way lower. It's like a dollar or two, and this company's earning per share is $6.56.
Let me see something. Hold on. I usually like check out like more so of like the tech stocks.
Okay.
Let me see what's going on. I need something to like base this off of these numbers.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
PE ratio for Amazon is 34.96. Because I
Yes,
remember reading like a while back, like the higher the PE ratio, it's good, but also it can be overvalued at the same time
it
or
is. It
overhyped.
is.
Like Microsoft is at 37. Like to me,
Yes,
this is an all right PE ratio.
it is an all right PE ratio. And then like you have Tesla, it's like at 190 PE ratio. So it's
Astronomical.
astronomical.
Is it
Um,
real or not?
that's the question. But the earning per share also gives you like they're earning $6.56 per share that they own. So the higher that number is, it's good as well. And them being the number one restaurant right now, it's also good. So let's see what the analysts are saying. Oh shoot.
1.58% dividend rate too.
Yeah, they also offer dividend. Uh AB just dropped out, huh?
The Ethiopian internet caught him.
They did miss their last two quarterly earnings um, estimate, so that's not good. But
2 quarters.
nonetheless, huh? Two
Two
quarters, yeah.
quarters.
But latest,
Hold.
okay. So analysts are not as optimistic. 17 are saying hold, 9 are saying buy.
Do you agree with that based on the stuff you've seen so far?
I do not agree, man. To be honest with you, I'm actually very optimistic about Texas Roadhouse. And but ironically enough, though, right? Even though they are saying hold, the average consensus is 197. So they're
Hmm.
expecting the stock to grow almost 10%.
We're at 172 right now. Yeah.
Yeah, we're at 172
Yeah.
and 197.
97.
That's 15. So it's a little bit 10, then about 9% um, growth rate. And another thing that I like to do as well is just look at some insider activity to see if the people within the company, what's the sentiment. You could look at the insider transaction. So purchases 45,000, sales 21,000. So they're buying more. The insiders inside the company are buying more than they're selling. This is a good indicator, in my opinion, to also gauge, inside optimism. So people over there are buying more shares of this stock as well. Yeah, I mean, I like this because now they're the number one restaurant in the country. Their busiest time is winter, and winter is coming.
I was about to say that seems like a yeah.
You know what I mean? Winter is coming. Interest rates might go down in September. The
Hmm.
Fed is likely to reduce interest rate. When that usually happens, consumer spending goes up.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's another positive news for them. Uh, it's not an overly expensive stock. PE 26. Earnings is good. Um, I don't know. I like the stock. And then the other thing too is was also the stock price. Sometimes you look at some of these stocks, it's like business might be good, but then the stock price is a little high for entry. 172 is not too high of an entry. You know what I mean?
What is it? You know.
Yeah. So what do you think about it, man?
So I watched a little bit, but from what I am seeing, again, I don't know much about this industry.
Yeah.
I don't even know Texas Roadhouse. Like I mean, like I've never been there. But click on, let me see like the 5 year and all that. Let's see. I know it's
5 year.
popular. Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised they're this
I'm more
popular
of a
to be.
chart guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I like
yeah, yeah.
I
No, I
look at the
feel you, man.
visuals. I mean, look at it, bro. Like hit all.
It's been growing, man, since 2021. It's just been climbing.
I don't like again, I don't know this industry, but yo, I mean, if it's the largest one, then it's
Absolutely.
it's a real name. You have to buy it.
You really have to. I mean, and just to show you guys the Texas Roadhouse, I'll show you guys the article beats
You have to buy it. If it's at the top, it's at the top. And when it's
right
at
here.
the top, then in 2024, it just became the top. So it has a few years left to still be at the top,
Yes,
you know,
absolutely, man.
unless Olive Garden and Darden Group have to, until they come back, you know. What are the
And the
restaurants
thing
that
that's
Roadhouse own? Or is it just them?
so they own Bubba's 33, but they're not. And then there's another one called Jardins or Jargons. Um, but the other thing also that's in their favor is it's affordable comparatively
Yes.
to other restaurants. So,
And we're heading in that
for
direction.
people looking for,
Affordability is a big thing. I mean, we've already
yeah,
been.
it really is. And they don't have a lot of debt. We just looked at their financial statement. They don't have a ton of debt,
When
which
did
is
they go
also another
public?
positive thing. Huh?
When did they go public? When did they list themselves on the
They
market?
went public, was it 2004?
Oh wow, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Been over 20 years. And they expanded quickly too. Just within 6 years after starting the business, they got 67 location. But Kava did the same thing. Kava has expanded quickly. Like it's a fairly new
This
company, Kava.
is interesting. This is interesting about expanding quickly. All right. I feel like some can do it and then some cannot. All right. And if
Right.
you expand and you expand quickly, then you must do it right. You have to do it right.
I agree.
There is, have you heard of Portillo's in Chicago?
I've heard of them, but I mean, I don't know their finance as well.
You can put this in AI. Um, tell AI because I was looking this up just yesterday actually because I remember seeing this on TikTok that Portillo's expansion did not work out. Type in Portillo's Houston uh, expansion fail. They expanded too quick.
Mm,
Huh?
look at this. This fin has been a failure in the short term, leading to lower than expected revenue and a stock price plunge in
Oh, they're
2025.
public. I don't know that.
Yeah, overwhelming initial success, subsequent inaction. Um, it says they received little to no initial marketing. And then they also had a commodity and labor inflation. I mean, this is why leadership also matters too, though. If you don't do it right, like you said,
Mhm.
it's not it's not gonna go out well.
Yeah. And they had this
Yeah,
the
but I like
restaurants that
them.
they opened up. They had like two drive-through lanes. They were anticipating a lot, and nothing. It's practically like
Nothing.
nothing. It's
I
interesting.
mean, another positive thing. It is very interesting. I mean, another positive thing about Texas Roadhouse is the managing partners of each location having a stake in the business just gives them extra incentive. We didn't see that with any other restaurants that we covered, that they get a percentage of the sales,
I
and
like that.
that also is added incentive. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I like the stock, man. I think this might be one to
That's an
dive into.
investable one for sure.
It is investable one, guys, 100%.
Look up
And
Portillo's real quick. I know it's like late at your time, but I'm kind of curious what Portillo's stock looks like right now.
oh, the stock. I got you.
Yeah, then we can cut it, man.
Let's see. Portilla.
Yeah, LOS. There it is. PTLO.
Let's see.
Seeing what we just saw right now. 708. Oh shit.
Oof, seven
Well, they
dollars and
they
eight
broke.
cents.
They broke.
Sheesh. Well, PE ratio of 15. Earning per share 46 cents. um, it's pretty cheap. That's one thing it got
Maybe
going
cash
for
advance.
it. Yeah,
Hey, I mean, this is what happens if you expand too quick. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, missteps could be a significant. It could cause significant problems. Well, I mean, even
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel changing their logo caused them what 10% drop in their stock.
Change is good, but people also don't like change. But
No,
you
they do
also
not.
need to have meaningful change. You just can't change just to change. It has to be a well thought out, meaningful change.
A
You know,
100%.
you
I
just can't
completely
say,
agree with
"Oh,
you.
I'm gonna change." Like it's stupid. And I think that's like lost on some of these CEOs sometimes. But
Yeah, and just taking a quick look at this company right here. So they made $727 million, and I mean,
maybe you guys can watch this one tomorrow. This or Cheesecake Factory.
tomorrow is chill Sunday, man.
Oh
Any
yeah,
topic and
that's
every
right. That's
day.
right. That's right.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
yeah.
see if
So
let's see if Abe comes on if he finds a cafe he can stream from.
yes, cafe,
Mhm.
random topics. So guys, if you got any suggestions for tomorrow, it's chill stream Sunday. We talk
Yep.
about everything and anything. So we're going to talk about all types of subjects. If you have a specific suggestions, let us know. I think I'm ready about to wrap it up. AJ, you ready to wrap this up or you want anything else?
See you guys later. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys being here. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, like. Trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. So please share with your friends, everybody. Again, thank you all. Shout out to all the day ones that have been here and anybody that's a new viewer. Shout out to Rebecca, AJ, as always, the unofficial third host. Shout out to him for hopping on. Appreciate you,
No
AB.
problem. Wherever
Appreciate
he's
you.
at,
Yeah,
wherever
whatever
he's
you have,
at,
bro. Enjoy that
he's
food
on
on our
hiatus.
behalf. Um, Again, guys, this is the Profit Report with AB and Steve and
HJ.
AJ.
All right.
Have a good night, guys.
Take care.
Peace. Why can I not end the stream?